Northwestern University released a training video teaching students how to save their own lives in the event of an active shooter situation. Here it is.
If you hear gunshots, don't wait until others tell you to act. If it's safe to run, run. Always know your surroundings and have escape routes in mind, including exit stairwells and emergency exits.
The video is intense and absolutely horrifying, and I learned a thing or two from watching it, frankly. And it also makes you think about what a situation like that might look like, so I guess you're a little bit more prepared. The video is titled Run, Hide, Fight for the hierarchy of what to do once a shooting begins. But one man has a problem with that. That man's name is Chuck Holton. He teaches security training all over the world, and he appears on a show called Relentless because this is the NRA TV channel, so of course they have a show called Relentless. Check out their other shows, which are titled Love at First Shot, Armed and Fabulous, Gun Gurus, and Trust the Hunter in Your Blood. And yes, I did make one of those names up, but isn't it weird that you can't really tell which one I made up? Which one do you think I made up? Here's the thing. I didn't make any of them up, actually. Those are all real ones. Here is the initial reaction from Chuck Holton to that video you just saw.
I think that it is the perfect example of how we treat absolute adults in our society like they're children. Like, oh, you're 26 or younger? Oh, you're still a kid. You can't do anything that an adult would do. So, I mean, although we want to teach kindergartners how to put condoms on bananas, we don't want to teach college students how to properly protect themselves.
So we'll get to condoms for kindergartners in a second. Remind me to do that, but if I forget, I don't think it's anyone's loss. But his coherent point was we're treating college kids like babies instead of teaching them how to protect themselves. So you may be thinking, oh, what does he mean about teaching them like babies? Did Northwestern just come up with this protocol? Did they just blind themselves and throw darts at a wall covered in verbs until they saw run, hide, fight? Nope. Media Matters points out that run, hide, fight is the exact advice of the active shooter how to respond guide published by the Department of Homeland Security. So this is what the nation's experts have decided is the best thing to do in the event of an emergency. But then maybe he's just got a problem with the DHS because he did have this to say about detention facilities used during the child separation crisis.
Again, I visited those facilities. Those facilities, if anything, are too nice.
What a sweetheart. Maybe he just has high standards for low standards. Working toilets? That's too nice. The light switch at this facility turns on and off. What is this, a Hilton? All I'm saying is let's just release one rabid dog into the facility. Now we're talking. Okay, now baby banana condom. Weird. I'm pretty sure you're just hyperbolizing here. I don't think you actually mean that we're teaching kindergartners how to put condoms on just from the choking hazard alone. I don't think it's safe. But it's just so weird to me that we were talking about active shooter situations and right next door to that in your mind is babies, condoms, babies with condoms. Like, can we stop talking about active shooters so I can just bring up how babies put on condoms? But just to be sure that wasn't a thing, do you know what you get when you Google condoms for kindergartners? I don't know because I couldn't go through with it. Something told me that if I actually Google searched condoms for kindergartners, I'd face a life of very troubling suggested content in my browser. Here's the horrible effect Chuck believes this softening of America has on the military.
One of the things that they're even seeing problems with in the U.S. military today is that guys are coming into the military that have literally never enforced their physical will on another being in their life. And so they don't have any idea how to do that. They've been taught in a zero tolerance school for violence at all. And that's not necessarily bad, except for the fact that this is what you end up with.
This is a rambling nonsense statement, but I think what he's trying to say is that because we teach people that they should try not to beat the hell out of each other, if at all possible, it's harder to train soldiers in the army, and he doesn't like that, which essentially he's complaining that people who come in for training haven't been trained yet. Isn't that what training's for? And his solution is to train guys to impose their physical will on people, which I'm sorry, it just sounds super rapey. Here's his pitch for an alternative to run, hide, fight.
And that means that if you find yourself in a situation like this and you're a capable male in the American population, then your mindset should not be run, hide, and then fight. It should be find, fix, and finish. That is, you find the guy that is hurting other people, you go after him, and you take him out. You do whatever you have to do.
This is dumb for a number of reasons. First, there is a part of that video called fight, and it does tell you a pretty solid plan for what to do.
Focus on distracting and immobilizing the shooter. Do not stop attacking until the aggressor is no longer a threat.
Once the aggressor has been secured, do not touch any weapons or objects they might have carried. Instead, secure the weapons with nearby objects. Hey, give me that trash can.
But it teaches that stuff as a last resort. Plus, find, fix, and finish. That's not strong enough. Don't overthink it. Here is what I think your 3 words should be. It should be fight, fight, and fight already, you frickin' wussy. Do you love me now, Dad? Am I a big enough man now, Dad? People have done that lately, by the way, and it's made the news, but not because they've charged the shooter, immobilized them, and became instant heroes, but because when they were doing that, when they intervened, the police shot them and killed them. Because while a good guy with a gun, I'm sure, might be able to stop a bad guy with a gun, sometimes the cops just shoot the black guy because they think he has a gun.
You never have to miss another episode of No Filter by ringing the bell below. You'll get notified whenever we publish something new. And don't forget to join TYT and download the TYT Plus app today. Download our TYT Plus app on your iPhone or head over to tyt.com/join.